Hmm? Oh, hey, it's you. What's wrong? You seem out of breath. What? Have you been running around all day? It's a government holiday. You should be relaxing. It's a day off at the agency for everyone. That includes detectives like me and clerks like yourself. Hmm? What do you mean you've gone around the dormitory and talked to everyone? So it's my turn now? Well, come on in. Would you like anything to drink? I was planning to brew some tea. Help yourself to anything you want. Well, of course. I try to keep everyone's favorite drinks around here. So... What's gotten into you? You seem so frazzled. Let me get this straight. You've gone door to door asking each of our coworkers if they knew anything about your secret admirer. You must have reached your breaking point in the matter. And what's this? A whole notebook of notes. Evidence, you say? You really have taken all measures about this. Let's see. This starts... a month into you working with the agency? You're coming up on your anniversary soon. That's next month, isn't it? This person really has been obsessed about you. Mind if I look through all these notes? Thanks. I'm interested in what this person's been doing for you. Huh. So it started with getting your favorite drink from the cafe downstairs. It started as something that regularly showed up on your desk once a week. Once you started waiting to see who dropped it off, they didn't follow the schedule and started doing it on a different day. Oh? And the barista didn't give you any hints either. That's entirely unhelpful of her. So the drinks stopped happening after a month. But instead, you started getting your favorite food from the cafe. It would always show up on your desk during the break hour, when you and the other clerks would step outside on the roof for some fresh air before getting lunch. The only person who usually sticks around inside at this time is our boss. But Fukuzawa claims to have not seen anyone stop by your desk. How mysterious! This makes you believe that it's someone with abilities? That would be a gross misuse of power. Do you really think so lowly of your secret admirer? So your first guess was Tanizaki. His ability makes him good at sneaking around. But I think we all know that he's definitely not a suspect. I'm sure Naomi made that perfectly clear to you. So after that first confrontation, you tried to lay back and be more observant. The treats eventually stopped, but then flowers showed up on your 6-month anniversary for working with the agency. The card that came with the bouquet didn't come with a name, but the warm wishes were poetic and signed with a smile. Ranpo? Really? You asked him about it? The man isn't exactly subtle when it comes to things he likes. Oh, you went to him to figure out who it was. He told you that the answer was so easy that it wasn't worth his time? It was so easy that even a bedridden detective could figure it out? That's so like him. The guy loves a challenge. No wonder he was so bored by this. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at you. I was laughing at his responses to the matter. Okay. Back to the subject matter. You've gone through all this tracking so far, and you went as far as reaching out to the florist to try and get a name. The issue is that they didn't give a name, and instead the flowers were ordered through the company credit card. That solidified your case and your secret admirer working with the agency. Unless, of course, someone hacked our banking accounts to do this. But that would be going overboard, wouldn't it? So, you narrowed it down to our coworkers, and you go to the company president to make sure he didn't go ahead on the flowers. Fukuzawa confirms he had no knowledge in the matter, but then you ask who holds company credit cards. That brings you down to 3 suspects. The president himself, Kunikita, and then your supervisor, Kiriko, the head clerk for the agency. Kiriko and Naomi have been by your side trying to figure out the suspect, so that takes her out of the equation. The president seemed genuinely surprised about the flower incident, so you ruled him out. That brought you to Kunikita. Was it him? I do wonder. Do you follow his exact type when it comes to romantic interests? The man is always so secretive about this type of thing. He spazzed on you for discussing inappropriate topics at work. Yeah. That sounds just like him. Alright, so now you're sure that someone within the agency stole someone's credit card to be able to pay for the flowers. But now you're at a loss of who that would be. The drink starts showing up at your desk again, but only once a week, and then your favorite treat shows up once a week too. There's no routine in the matter, but you're sure that it's one of the detectives, since we're the only ones that show up at the office before you and the other clerks. You know, you're incredibly meticulous about all this. I'm impressed. Alright, so some more time passed. Then, a gift bag shows up on your chair. Oh? A birthday present? What did this person get you? Well, that's not a very practical gift, but it is certainly something you seem to like. So it's definitely not Kunikita. So, from your birthday on, you've been working up the courage to just confront everyone about it. One by one, you've sat and talked to everyone, but each one has denied it or refused to help you figure it out. Yosano said it was obvious? Well, did she tell you who it was? No. I guess it wasn't so obvious then. Well, have you come here to interrogate me? You came here to have me figure it out for you? Aw, that's no fun. I was hoping for you to pin me to a chair and grill me for information. You want my opinion on who it is? I think your secret admirer is a coward. If this person has spent months trying to express that they like you, but hasn't outright said it, then they're just a coward. You deserve someone that very outwardly says that they like you. You're telling me I'm wrong? Oh, so this person is so thoughtful since they know so much about you. They're observant, and if they aren't sure about something, they're taking educated guesses to make you happy from afar. Hey, you're the one who came here asking for help. I'm giving you my opinion before I give you the answer. If you're not interested in that, then I suppose you can just leave and ask someone else for help. Oh, I know I'm a little mean, but I do intend to actually help you. Here's a little secret. I actually have a company credit card too. I'm the first person who shows up at the office on most days. I don't stick around. I tend to go downstairs and waste time with the barista, chatting her up and grabbing a snack and drink before contractually obligated to sit at my desk. I don't walk by the clerk's side of the area, but when I visit the president regarding some matters, I do often hear you and Naomi chatting about your favorite shows and things. So, figuring out when your birthday was and what you wanted wasn't all that difficult to figure out. I wasn't working with your secret admirer. I am your secret admirer. Is it so hard to believe? I know I'm a bit of a prankster, but I wouldn't joke about this sort of thing. I know I'm a huge flirt with, well, everyone, but that's really not the point. I wouldn't go out of my way to try and learn everything I can about a person if I didn't like them even a little. I guess that's not exactly true either, considering it's part of my job. Okay, fine. Let's backtrack here and go over the evidence again. In the beginning, you would get those treats from the cafe downstairs. With me being a key holder to the office, I could come in and drop them off without anyone seeing it. During the day, it's not that hard to sneak things onto your desk either. You and the others aren't always at your desks, and it's not often that I'm walking alone to the president's office while I pass by. It could have been me, or it could have been Kunikita, or Atsushi, or really anyone else. If you dug further and looked into the schedules, you'll notice that you didn't receive gifts if I were away from the office. Then again, there was also that time I was bedridden and hospitalized. That was your 6-month anniversary, remember? I called the florist for that since I couldn't drop off the flowers myself. Ranpo even gave you a hint for that, despite saying he wouldn't help you out. Look, I'm going to be as honest as I can be here. You seemed really annoyed with me when you first started working here. I know I can, come off a little strong, and that I can be a little too much sometimes. But I've come to really like you. In the beginning, I just wanted you to feel welcome. The little smiles you get from getting things on your desk that aren't stacks of papers was always nice to see. The excitement you showed when you got your birthday gift, I heard from all the way over on this side of the building. Yasuno told me about your reaction to the flowers. I'm grateful that she didn't tell you who they were from. Like I said, I've really grown to like you over time, and I hope you feel the same way. If you don't, then no, back off and stop all of this nonsense. I really don't want to have to hash out workplace harassment with you and the president, and Kunikita since he thinks he's our HR guy. I won't pressure you to give an answer now, obviously. If I don't fit the idea of who you thought your secret admirer was, I completely understand. I mean, I'm me. A bit of a jerk, a bit of a fox, or... oh, well, maybe a mink suits me better. I know I can be a dog sometimes. But if you'll have me, I'd love to take you out sometime and actually shower you in the affection you deserve. Out in the open, not just from afar anymore. Again, no pressure. Take all the time you need. We're going out? Right now? Well, at least leave a like and subscribe to the channel first. If you have a different idea, then how about heading over to anigomi.com/commissions? We can definitely work together to get something especially made for you. Until next time, bye bye.